It's another week, which means we're back with weekly recap. Yep. I mean, that should be a given at this point. Week start equal new weekly recap. Today, I have approximately 40 minutes to record this, and it usually takes about half that amount of time to do stuff on Monday, which sucks, which is today. This is Monday, by the way. First, so we're gonna see how this goes. You know what, I was just considering what do I want to farm, and then I realized I can just go and farm ley lines if I have no idea what I want to farm. So I think that's what we're gonna do, just because I'm not really in the mood to farm anything else. I don't know, we'll see. No, we're definitely farming ley lines. I don't feel like doing anything else. Now, do I want to farm money or do I want to farm books? That's a real question. Honestly, books are probably more useful. So let's see. I didn't really play this game over the weekend. I did play yesterday because I recorded the Monday video early, which is why you go watch it, even though these are out on Monday, like it's part of the events out on Monday. I didn't do it in the video because it just wasn't out yet. So yeah, I don't really mind though. It was fun. It was 20 minutes with only 4, right? So I didn't need 6, but I've been playing Cyberpunk again. I'm actually really close to finishing the DLC Phantom Liberty, which is, I've done it before, so it's not like a big thing, but
let's light it up. Rise with the sun.
I really enjoy Phantom Liberty. It's so good. And like, it's genuinely so good. In my opinion, it's kind of better than
Burn it down.
it's kind of better than the main story, like in almost every way. But it's also like not, because I think the main story is actually really good. I will say this though. See, so I think it's better than the main story in a lot of ways, but I also am somebody who loved Cyberpunk on release. So it being, in my opinion, like the main story just has this nice story arc to it that I actually really like. And I like that the main story, like you can beat Cyberpunk. The Cyberpunk's main story is not that long. It'll take you multiple hours. But if you ignore all the side stuff, you'll be done in no time. It's not an incredibly long time, which, is fine. I don't need games to be long to be fun, but it's definitely like not that long if you ignore a lot of the side content. But like the side content is so good that a lot of the times you don't know it's weaved right into you don't know it's side content, and it feels like it's weaved right into the main story, Like the main story introduces you to all these characters like Judy and Panam and not River or Carrie. Like Judy and Panam are introduced to the main story, and then they have amazing side stories of their own that are really good. And then in this one side quest, you're introduced to this guy called River Ward, who's a detective for the police, and then that sparks a whole nother side quest chain with him. It's so good.
The wind knows me. Light it up.
Like, I just really enjoy it. One thing I do like about doing this is I don't really have to show everything because everybody's done. Well, I mean, I don't really have to show anything in any of these videos. But I'm not going to show everything. Like, if I just shut up and do it, I'm not going to, like, show you while I'm not talking because, like, who the hell cares, right? See, I was thinking about doing artifacts, but those take a long time, and I don't have long time. I'm actually running out of time already. Like I have so this, let's see, it's 3:53. I need to leave here at 4:15, so I have like 30 minutes, which like is still a lot, but it doesn't feel like it. I've been getting back into watching Rubik's Raptor, which if you don't know, amazing channel. Then he does Arma 3 stuff, and it's all super good.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Like it's genuinely they're genuinely some of the best videos probably on
Time to buckle
YouTube,
down.
and I really enjoy them. I go through, like, the way I watch YouTube is strange,
Into
where
the
like I'll watch one creator a ton, or like a group a ton, and then I'll for like a couple weeks straight, and then I'll just stop and get addicted to something else, and it's really weird. I don't really know why it happens, but it does. And so a Rubik's Raptor is one of those that I get addicted to. His videos are great though. They're really fun. Reputation time. This shouldn't be the worst. But other than that, if I didn't get anything from the reputation, like obviously if you didn't get anything from the reputation, but if there was no glider for the reputation, I probably wouldn't bother with it. Just because like the reputation isn't really a gameplay loop I am really that fond of. I just prefer other stuff. I prefer exploration mostly. Like I prefer just wandering around and just looking for cool stuff to find. That's one of the reasons I love open world games. Like Elden Ring, Skyrim, two of my top 5 games right there. And my 2 most played games on Steam. That's why I think I'll probably like always make a video about like a new place to explore and whatnot, just because it's what I enjoy about this game a lot. I really enjoy the exploration aspect. I don't know, that's just I just like it. I just like it. Other than the bizarre, aren't they? It's quite bizarre. See, it's like I only farmed ley lines, but it already took 10 minutes. It's crazy how much time this game takes, even if you're doing the most mundane stuff. Where am I going? Oh, I should shut up and follow the line. I need to follow the yellow paint. And I haven't been here since the story, or not since like I think Nahi did story quest. All right, this guy, everyone with a Geo, that's fine. I don't need to use Geo. Well, I do use Geo, but I don't. Geo's not DBS. So I don't care. Not on this team. Not on any team. They're fucking Geo characters. That is fine. Realistically, he should be right there. I believe he'll spawn here. Yep. Hey, buddy.
I'm going in. Burn it down. Try and stop me.
Bam, 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 bam.
Incinerate. Pyroclastic surge.
Bam, 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 bam. Boom. See, I do kind of wish the reputation system had like special enemies to it, and not just the same enemies we fight the entire game, but different, but like modified. Like I wish they were physically different, But what can you do? Hoyoverse is a small indie company. They don't have the time for that. Oh, I have been kind of playing Counter-Strike again. Kind of. Not really. See, I'm not really a Counter-Strike fan. I played more Valorant than I have Counter-Strike. And the only reason I played Valorant, I don't like playing those types of games by myself. I don't find them enjoyable to play alone. I don't know. I do like just kind of shooting people. I'm really bad at them though, so.
Everybody stand. It's fine. One with nature. As one with wind and cloud. Rev the engines.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm just gonna. There you go. It's interesting. See, normally when you put down Bennett's burst and then Kazo burst over it, you get the pyro infusion. But I guess we just did it that time, and we just grabbed Hydra, which is interesting. Only in a week until Lantern Right, which is good because hopefully I think Lantern Right like goes on. Oh god damn it! All right, we gotta pull it. New Valette for this because he's immune to pyro damage. And I hope Lantern Right is fun. I've never done a Lantern Right, so it'll be first reactions to Lantern Right. That'll be fun. I did realize like last night or the other day that I just didn't stream this whole week.
Think you can
And I
get
think
away.
that's just a symptom of me.
Oz revealed by the dactyls.
Ow.
Settle
I
down.
think it's just a symptom of me not wanting to and playing a different game, you know?
Let's play.
As you wish, Ming. Mind the side of it. The tides beckon.
I don't know. I don't usually, you know, I typically stick to like one game, you know? If I play games, I typically try to stick to one. And I get really addicted to it. But, you know, making these videos, don't get me wrong, I like playing Genshin Impact, but I have noticed myself I'm in the slump of not really wanting to actually play the game, and I just kind of am at the point where I just want to log on daily and then log off, right? Which, I mean, it happens to everybody, especially when there's less stuff to do in the game, right? You don't have there's not a reason for you to play the game and sit there and actually play. How close are we to another level? You know, I think it's just it's one of the downsides of this being a gacha game in the way that it is, that, you know, where stuff is time locked, that because stuff is time locked, you can't just do whatever you want whenever. And that means that you can't play the game whenever you want, whenever. Like, I like this game, and you know, but recently I've been logging on wanting to play it, and there's nothing for me to do, so I just end up sitting at a desk or something, right? It's not the greatest. Anyway, that's Monday weekly recap. I hope this week is good, because this is the final week before the second half of 5.3, which is crazy. It feels like this is the second half of 5.3, and it's been happening for a while. Let's see, Farina. Whenever Farina reruns, we're pulling for her. So I've got 99 wishes, including this one, saved up. So I'm hoping to get at least another, you know, 5,000 of these. Another 5 to 10,000 would be good, and I think we'll be set, which realistically should happen, because even if Farina reruns 5.4, we still have one. I don't think she'll rerun until the second half, and two, we still have the second half of 5.3, so we still have basically a full patch in between if she reruns in 5.4 second half, of course. But yeah, we know she's not rerunning next patch, so I at least have half a patch, right? I at least have another 20 days to do it. Anyway, enough rambling. That was weekly recap Monday. I will see you Tuesday for normal stuff, not a normal video. So yeah, see you then. Another day, another me got up late, only have 20 minutes to record this. But you know, we make do. That's what happens when I'm just tired. Yep, new event. So we'll probably be taking a look at that Wednesday, because as much as I would like to do it right now, it's not happening. We're just gonna do books today. I feel like this is gonna be a book week just because I have nothing better to do. We're just gonna farm some books, because books are always gonna be useful. If I have nothing to do, farm books, right? I feel like that's just a good way to do it.
Add Astro.
And I'm
Thank you
tired
for
of farming
completing-
talents. We will do weekly bosses still, because I need to build up. Like, I don't have the ability that a lot of people had, like, because I haven't been playing this game consistently for very long, right? I don't have a giant stockpile of boss materials and stuff. I think I have a whole like I have 3 dream solvent, yeah, and then I have these boss materials, and these weekly boss materials, and it's like they're fine, like that. It's not a problem, but like it's still, you know, I don't have a huge stockpile like a lot of people do, so I need to keep up that grind. But once again, because it's Genshin and everything is time gated behind different days of the week or different like arbitrary rules, I have to wait. I have to wait until, or I don't have to wait until the Friday, but I have to, you know, I can only do 3 bosses a week, and it sucks. I genuinely think they need to
One with nature.
change it.
Try and stop me.
I do think it's like one of the things that keeps this game at, like, worse than it could be is the fact that they just
Into the
don't
wind.
let you. It's the fact that you can only farm so much so many times. And like weekly bosses are probably the least of a problem because like I don't see very many people complain about it. Don't get me wrong, it's not like a bad system. I think it's better than the domains at the least. Because my god, are the domains just not fun. Like them not being open most days of the week it just sucks.
Let her rip.
Like I don't know, I just feel like it would make it much more enjoyable to play the game if domains were, you know, open like anytime and you can farm whatever. I don't think they're ever going to do that. What's weird to me, right, is that while I don't think they're ever going to do that for Genshin, just because that's how Genshin has been since the beginning, and I don't really see them changing it for at least a while. I'm pretty sure like Zenless and Honkai Star Rail are like that, where you can farm whatever anytime. So it's just weird. I think it's just a symptom of Genshin being out first. Right? Yeah, Genshin was out first, so it's just got the, it hasn't been, you know, it doesn't have the quality of life stuff
One with nature.
that you would expect from, you know, something like this, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it does make the game seem a little like behind in the times, you know. I would like to see them change it, although I don't think they will, like I said. Oh, you know what is happening? Hatsune Miku is now in Fortnite and I want it. I'm gonna go take a look and see how much it'd be, because I just think it's incredibly funny that Hatsune Miku of all characters is in Fortnite. Oh, this is not gonna be good.
The wind knows it. As one with wind and cloud.
Get back.
You just gotta chip through the shields with
Everybody stand back.
Time to go.
Here goes.
The wind knows it.
there we go. We got one of them.
Full throttle.
One with nature.
Okay, that wasn't that bad.
Let's light it up.
Cool. That is definitely the only problem with teams that, you know, that's obviously the problem with teams that have the main DPS as one element. You just can't deal with other elemental stuff. Is that everything? That's everything, I'm pretty sure. What's this? We're almost halfway through AR-56. Let's go. The AR grind definitely is one of those. It just kind of happens, right? The only thing, like, what, it's 58 where you get to world level 9, but like I don't want that because I'm struggling enough as it is. So I'm honestly so okay with not being there for a while, which I think it'll take a while. No, it is. I'm working on a video that'll be a weird topic, but I'm gonna put a lot of effort into it. It's not gonna affect the schedule. Like normal videos will still be happening, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday are still gonna be happening, but I am going to be just working on that whenever I feel like it. And so I have no idea when it'll be out, because I plan on actually putting a lot of effort into it, because I want to see just what I can do, and I hope it'll be fun. So yeah, I'm like a third of the way through the script right now, because I am going to script it. Keep an eye out. That'll be in the probably coming weeks. If not next week, it'll be like the week after that. I don't know how long this is going to take, of course. Anyway, that was Tuesday. I'll see you Wednesday. Hello, it's Wednesday. I have to remember that this is weekly recap and not a normal video, because I have to do both. It's after 5 in the afternoon, because I got up incredibly late. I got up an hour ago, and that means that I have, you know, I'm incredibly late, so we're not gonna use all. We're gonna use a little bit of it. Who the hell cares? Usually I'd save one, but who cares, honestly. Anyway, yeah. So we're just doing this again. We're just gonna keep doing books. I feel like this is a good week to just kind of.
Add
I'm not
Astra.
interested in really doing domains. I forgot to. I'm not really interested in doing domain stuff this week, so we're just gonna do books.
Add Astra.
You know,
Thank
if
you
I
for
yap during them, they stay in. If I don't, they get cut out. You know what I'm getting. I'm getting books, right? Anyways, you know how yesterday I said that I was working on a video that was going to take a while? Well, after working on it on you know, Monday night and writing a third of the script, I have not touched it since, just because I haven't really felt that, you know, that video is not going to interrupt our schedule at all. I'm going to take my time with it and, you know, only really work on it when I want to. So it'll be, you know, it's not going to interrupt normal videos. You know, it'll go up when it's done, you know. So, and I obviously don't know how long that'll take. So yeah, I did get Hatsune Miku in Fortnite. I got that because why the hell not?
Teamwork is dream. Light up the blazing
You know,
sun.
I enjoy Fortnite. I if you don't know this about me, which you probably don't. I kind of have been playing Fortnite ever since it came out, like on and off. I'm not very good at it, so I am really bad at it, but you know, I enjoy it. I think it's very fun. And you know, I don't enjoy it as much now, but back in the day I really enjoyed it. I can still enjoy it. I enjoy playing more of the creative game modes, though. I don't really enjoy normal battle royale because it's just, I like playing builds, because to me no build port is like, what's even the point of playing Fortnite then? You can go and play a better game built around, you know, normal stuff. So it's just, you know, it's personal preference, right?
Everybody stand.
And I just prefer to play with builds, but that means that I go against people who are good at builds, and that is not me.
Burn it down.
So, you know, it's a bit of a trade-off. And obviously I don't play very much. I mostly just play, like I said, the creative stuff, but that's enough talking about that game. I know a lot of people don't like that game. You know, I don't have a problem with it since I've been playing it for so long. I think it's one of the most impactful games, regardless. Last night, if you didn't see my community post, I put up a community post last night. Just on and by last night, I mean, it was 3 in the morning. So don't get me wrong. I don't mind if you didn't see it. Like, it was a spur of the moment thing. But my internet was like really bad. Or wasn't really bad. It was kind of bad. And so I decided to read my, I have 20 volumes of the JJK manga, so I decided to read it last night, and I got through 6 of them before I ended up going to bed, which I think is very funny, you know.
Light it up. Let's light it up. Wind Strider.
Yeah. So yeah, I read through how many? I read through 6 of them. I read through 6. I'm on number 7 right now. And I had already read through 1, 2, 3, and 4, but I reread through them because I got those in a box set from Barnes and Noble, which is where I buy my books from. I got those. They had a box set, and that was all that they had when I first started wanting to get JJK. So I got the box set. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 in a box, and then I got, you know, all the other ones from Amazon, which is that's typically how I do it. I'll go and get, you know, I'll go to Barnes and Noble and then get I'll go to Barnes and Noble to find the books I actually want to get. I'll go to Barnes and Noble to find like the, you know, first couple of volumes or something, right? And then I order the rest on Amazon, right? It makes it easy, right? So like I have a ton of JJK. JJK is the most I have of one series. I have all of the first act of Chainsaw Man, you know, before he goes to school. I have that. I have like 2 volumes of One Punch Man. I have 6 of Eminence and Shadow, 6 or 8 of them. I don't remember exactly. Now I collect a bunch of random stuff. One of my favorites is I have the I like reading romance stuff too. I have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas in the version where it's all in between 2 covers, so it's incredibly thick. And I, you know, I really enjoy that one. But I've gotten into reading more than I have watching, right? I read manhwa all the time, and that's translated into me reading manga too. I've been interesting. I think the next thing I'm going to try to collect is My Hero, because I like My Hero Academia. I don't think it's bad. I do think it's got low points. Like I personally think season 4 isn't the greatest in the show at the very least. Like I wish it was better, you know.
Wind strategy.
But it's just not the greatest in my opinion. Cool. Last one. Yeah. I see, the reason I got into anime was when lockdown was happening, you know, for COVID, and I just watched a ton, and then now I don't really watch it anymore. Anyway, I realized I rambled about like one topic for the entire time. That's fine. I mean, it's Wednesday, whatever else we're gonna do. I do plan on editing the weekly recap tomorrow, so editing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday tomorrow, and then editing Friday on Friday, obviously, and then uploading it. What's incredibly funny is, you know, I uploaded the Monday video was finally a good 5.3 event, right? I enjoyed that, making that video. It was fun. I enjoyed recording that video. It was fun. And what's weird is I uploaded it a little bit later than normal, right? It went up at 3 because I scheduled it weird. I scheduled it wrong. I meant to schedule it for noon, but I scheduled it for 3. So it had like less views than I've been getting, which I don't really care for, you know. Numbers aren't anything. I will put these up regardless. But what's funny is, you know, it had like 1 or 2 views after 2 hours, through 2 or 3 hours, and then it jumped up to, after the next day it had, you know, 26, and then right now it's got almost 200. It's just like, it seems like the videos don't get picked up as early as they sometimes do, which is funny, but it's whatever. Anyway, that's Wednesday. Enough rambling. I will see you Thursday. It's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. That's about it. Nothing much has really been happening. It's been a regular day. Oh, I will just say, this does not really matter, but the Welkin Moon I was gifted has now expired, so no more free hero gems. Just saying this quickly. I do not want you to think this is me like, oh, give me another Welkin right now. No, it's not. It's like, I am very thankful for that. That's a very cool thing that Cyrus did a month ago. And I'm just mentioning that it's gone now because it has been happening. So that's gone now. You know, something that did go away, so I'm gonna mention. You do not have to think this is me begging for another one. No, I don't really care. Like, it's obviously cool that Cyrus was willing to give one out, but you know, nobody needs to, right? I don't really care. So anyway, books again, because I want to do books still. This is gonna be a book week, which is weird. I don't know. Next week we're definitely gonna have to do some stuff. Although I will say, like, tomorrow is Friday, right? So it's weekly bosses. We're still gonna do weekly bosses, and then we'll spend whatever we have left on books, right? It's just how I like to do it. Man, I do kind of wish ER worked on Mavuika, because using normal attacks to get her burst back is not the greatest gameplay move. But it is an interesting idea. Ow. Like I do like it, you know. And when I'm up against like fodder enemies like this, I do just not even bother getting on a bike because it's just like, why bother, you know? I just don't feel like it.
Let's light it up as one with wind and cloud.
Let her rip!
Pyroclastic surge.
And he's dead. God, I love Mavuika so much. Hey, not bad. Mavuika is so much fun. I do wish if I had Auroron, I would put Auroron on this team instead of Kachina, because I feel like Overcharge would, one, be a lot of fun, and two, I prefer Auroron to Kachina anyway. But we do what we have to.
Into the wind. Rev the engines. Wind strike. One with nature.
Let's light it up!
Light it up.
Oh, okay. That's an achievement. That's interesting. I did not expect to get an achievement. I don't really achievement hunt, you know. I don't really care. One of the only times I've done it was me and Unibella were hanging out in co-op, and we got like 2 achievements, I think, because we fought Sit Lolly's boss, and you have to destroy the things, the clones, and then we also fought a couple local legends. Oh, this is totally
Into the wind. Try and stop.
yeah, okay, sucks.
Follow
I forgot that this was a
Thorn mine.
Here goes!
The wind knows.
you know, for being like a pyro only team, mostly like all the damage comes from pyro.
Into the wind.
And for being like all the damage coming from pyro, it's not the worst. It's not that hard to get through these shields.
One with nature.
You would think it would be harder, but it's not
One
really.
with wind and cloud. Burn it down. Rev the engines.
Cool. And that's it. I do enjoy book grinding because it's like super simple and super fast, and it's super easy. You know, it's nice to do something like that after doing, you know, the same thing over and over. Well, that's Thursday. I'm not actually gonna, you know, yap for very long. So that was Thursday. I'll see you Friday for the final day and more weekly bosses, which is Devalin, Boreas, or the wolf. Devalin the wolf, and see, I need to fight Aztaha, but I don't like fighting Aztaha. He's not fun. So, you know. Anyway, I'll see you Friday. Yeah, I'll see you Friday. It's Friday. You know what that means. It's time to fight like 2 dragons and a giant wolf. Yeah, it's weekly boss time. I always do weekly bosses on Friday.
This realm is
I just prefer it. It's just what I prefer to. It's just when I prefer to do them.
if you ever
So it's when we do them. I woke up late once again. This week it's just been horrible for my sleep field. Just been completely destroyed. So it's not been the greatest, but you know, it's whatever. At least the Devalin is easy, you know, unlike certain other dragon. And I don't know how much of these are going to be left in. If there's a lot left in, then cool. If not, then whatever. I just don't think this is a very interesting. How did I get hit by that? That's bullshit.
Light it up.
right, okay.
Clear the area!
Light of the blazing sun!
We should kill him realistically. Yep, there we go. Easy. Yeah, Devalin's a pushover. I will say, if you have ooh, we got a dream solvent. If you have Nuvalet, good luck fighting that guy. Like, if Nuvalet's your main guy, good luck fighting him. He is so hard to fight. Devalin is such a hard fight when you use Nuvalet. It is actually crazy. Just because the weird camera angle, and it just sucks. Editor, yeah, editor, cut out the run. We're here. I don't know. This fight's also pretty easy. Andreas is not that hard. I don't know. You know when I called him Borealis last week? That's because in Elden Ring there's a dragon called Borealis, or the freezing fog, and I just was like, oh, cold dog equal Borealis. So that's just that's my explanation. Oh, we're done already. I'm super excited for the second half of 5.3 because the first half has not been like, don't get me wrong, Malvika is very cool and I really liked her, but like the actual playing it after finishing the Archon quests, which was 4 hours, which is like is not a short amount of time. Don't get me wrong. And I hate the stupid cutscene. It's so, they just should not have this in the middle of the thing where you can do stuff like in the middle of it.
Let her rip! I'm going in!
And it just ruins the flow, because it's like, oh, he jumped in, now is our time to go in and fucking kill him. You can't do that. Also, I can't get off the bike. We got a tail, which I believe is what we need. So basically, the reason I'm fighting Borealis instead of like Ajdaha or something is because I went to Triple Crown Venti. He's the only character. I think him and Nuvalet and Farina are characters I want to Triple Crown. But of course, like, don't have Farina. I of course have Nuvalet, obviously. But Nuvalet used to, his talents are not crazy. Nuvalet is Pep, which we will have to grind later. Basically, we're gonna be farming Devalin for Bennett because Bennett needs Devalin stuff. Because you want to crown his burst, and I don't have any plumes, which is what I need. He's only at 6 right now, right? And then I want to do I want to triple crown Venti just because Venti's my favorite character in the video game, so it's pretty obvious. And then I want to do Nuvalet because I really like Nuvalet. I want to triple crown Nuvalet, so I want to crown Bennett's burst, triple crown Venti, triple crown Nuvalet, and then probably triple crown Farina. I don't know. They're just favorite characters, and you can't triple crown everybody, so like triple crowning all the characters, and then maybe we'll do Malvika too because Malvika is a cool fight. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do Malvika's quest, and remember I can't do level 70 because I suck at the video game. Who did I switch out? I think I switched out Bennett. Yeah, I did.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
I can't do. I need to do Malvika's story quest and finish up Sitlali, like the Tribal Chronicles or whatever it's called.
You will find peace in death.
Down!
Burn it down! Wrath from the sky!
Or be destroyed.
And I've not played this thing in a week, so.
You are loyal to the wrong master.
Light of the blazing sun!
I do think that this boss is definitely like one of the coolest spectacle bosses in the game, but actually, like, mechanically, he's not very cool. You know, I don't think it's a bad thing that a spectacle boss. Like, I don't think having hard bosses is a bad thing. I'm a fucking Elden Ring player who, you know, I don't mind hard bosses. I've beaten every boss in Elden Ring, and my favorite boss in Elden Ring is the hardest boss in the entire game, and maybe the entire Soul series, depending on who you ask. Which is Promise Console, right?
Pyroclastic surge!
So I have no problems fighting hard bosses.
Full throttle!
My biggest complaint is when those bosses are unfun, you know, unfun. Man, I hate that. Did I get it? Oh, I got it.
Light of the blazing sun!
Like, so like it's bosses that are unfun, you know, that are bad.
Incinerate!
So if you want Elden Ring examples of Elden Ring bosses that are not fun to fight, in my opinion, there's in the DLC there's this big flower, or oh, the fucking guy on the pig in the DLC, he sucks. Fire Giant's not great. Scotskin Duo kind of sucks. I don't know, there's not like a ton of bosses in Elden Ring I absolutely despise because I have played the game so much I kind of get everything. But you know, there are some bosses that are obviously worse than the others, and you know, it's not the
Add Astra.
a difficulty. Like hard bosses are fine, like I've said, but it's the annoyingness of said bosses. When the boss runs away from you, or when it leaves that damaging AoE thing on the stage, like the Malvika's boss does, it's annoying and it makes it less fun to fight said boss. But I mean, it's, what are you gonna do about it, right? You know what? We're gonna do Natlan book Leylines because I feel like it. I typically stick to Mondstadt because I know what to expect in Mondstadt, and I just like Mondstadt. And it gives me a reason to actually, you know, because I don't actually do the daily commission quests. I need to switch my team back there to help. You know, I don't do the actual daily commission quests. I just fill up my book and do it that way because I don't feel like you know. I was thinking if I do get Auroron, I would put it on Kachina and then I'd switch out Bennett for Shafrus and make a more overload focused team, which would be very fun. You know, because I'm not a big fan of Kachina. I like Kachina as a character, but like in the story I like her, but like using her is not the greatest thing ever.
Everybody stand! Pyroclastic surge!
Cool. You know, it's just a personal preference thing. I think Auroron would be more fun to use, and two, more of my style and how I play the game. I don't know though. Obviously, I've used Auroron in the I used Auroron in the trials, but I haven't used them
Let's finish this
anywhere else. I didn't have.
Light it up!
Mainly because for some reason they decided to put Auroron not with Sitlali. Like I straight up believe Auroron should have been on this banner. It would have made way more sense than putting him on with the other people, right? And I think they put him on the other banner because when they obviously knew Sitlali wasn't gonna be out, right? Before when the Masters of the Night Wind was actually added to the game. But I feel like, so they put Auroron out because they needed a Masters of the Night Wind character. But I feel like they should have released Auroron on this banner with Sitlali. Or maybe they should have run Sitlali back when Masters of the Night Wind came out, and
Into the wind.
then you know,
Teamwork is true. Rise with the sun.
I don't know. I just think it's
Incinerate. Let's ride. Pyroclastic surge. Incinerate.
I should actually probably do ley lights in this region because I do need a ton of the drops from these guys for Malvika and Kachina. So I should probably actually, probably should have done ley lines in here the entire time. Well, it's too late for that now. I don't know. I'm thinking of streaming sometime this weekend, but I have no idea. As much as I want to, I also don't really feel like it. So we'll see, depending on
Let's hope your brother gets
what we're feeling like later.
Clouds high. The birds come.
I'm going in.
Rev the engine. The wind knows me.
Die.
Sky.
I do like nuking them with Malvika's burst. Very funny. Oh, that's Friday finally done. I say finally, but it was only 15 minutes. But you know, it's because we have to do a lot. So, and we got a late night challenge. Oh man, we did not get the level up. We're right there. Let's see. We have what, 4 days? Yeah, 4 days until. So, second half happens like Tuesday, Wednesday next week, which will be cool. I don't know what I'm gonna farm next week. I have no idea yet. I don't make those decisions until day of because I'm weird like that. But I do see. I do need to do this, and I need to finish this. Like this is already done. I'm already on the last part. I just haven't done it. And I have exactly 4 days, so I should probably do that. Just reset yet? No. Oh, no, it does. It has. Okay, we could do it in this video next week, I guess. I don't know though. We'll see, of course. Anyway, that's been a weekly recap. Yeah, I'll see you next on Monday for probably an Abyss video because I don't think any events are gonna happen. Any new events are gonna happen until the second half releases, right? So, you know, Lantern Rite is also happening, which will be fun. I've never done a Lantern Rite before, so it'll be interesting to see what they are like. So yeah, I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.